Hey, 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 collective. Specifically, my water collective. What's going on, y'all? What is going on? It's your girl Tracy, Ascension 225, Tara and Oracle. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. You know what? I've been like meditating on Saturn retrograde for like the last week or so. Just really trying to figure out how Saturn retrograde is going to treat us because we're all familiar with Mercury retrograde and the all the things that Mercury retrograde brings, good and bad, because Mercury is all about intellectual thought process, analyzation, as well as clear and concise communication. So now we're in Saturn. We're in Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. Okay. We're also in the age of Aquarius as well, you guys. So and Aquarius is the water bearer, air signs. They are air signs. Born in like December, January, February, 1st of February time frame. If I'm not mistaken, that is when the Aquarian sign has their birthday. So the sign the retrograde. I'm sorry, the retrograde Saturn retrograde is in the sign of Aquarius, and right now it's urging all of us to make major karmic choices that may affect our lives moving forward into our future. Okay, it's been a hard last couple of years, and what can we do now that we're slowly but surely coming out of this pandemic situation? How do we move forward in a positive manner that is for our highest good, right? Because so many people were devastated with everything that's gone on in the last few years. So this is a time where you'll be assessing all commitments in your life and navigating in different directions in order to make yourself happy, right? It's about self realizations, self actualizations, being true to yourself, maybe looking back on on the past, on the past events, saying, and some people may be regretful or remorseful. Why did I do that? Why did I say that? What happened? I don't understand what happened. Um, I don't know why I acted that way or whatever. There's a lot of times when we're looking back on the past and we may be able to fix, we may be able to heal it, we may be able to forgive it, whatever the case. This is the right time to do that during Saturn retrograde, you guys. So heal whatever no longer serves you. It's a time of making that final decision on what is good in my life and what is not serving me any longer. People, places, and things, my beautiful water signs. All right. So it's a time for thinking about our future, where we want to go, what do we want to be committed to, what relationships in our lives can thrive, which ones can we say, you know what, I'm closing the door on this. And that could also be different, your job, you know what I'm saying, um, and stuff like that. So, anyway, it's not a time for slackers. It's a time for if you're trying to get some things done, this is the time to be focused, to be direct, and to get stuff done during Saturn retrograde, which lasts until October the 22nd. So we have a little bit of time, you guys, in order to manifest and bring those things into the 3D. June 14th is the full strawberry super moon. It's going to be a brilliant, beautiful, bright, full super moon, you guys. The last full moon we had was not a super moon. This one's going to be wonderful. And I'm hoping that there's no cloud cover so all of us can be successful at enjoying this new moon phase. That's on June 14th. June 16th, the sun and Saturn are in retrograde and they harmonize into a trine, making this a time for us to boss up in our lives, to be honest about things about ourselves, and to boss up and to know better and do better. All right. So June 18th Venus is in Taurus and it forms a square with Saturn retrograde, making us rethink and reevaluate a lot of things in our lives, specifically love and finances. So there's going to be a lot of reevaluation going on, a lot of hindsight moments going on during this time. And lastly, for June, June 22nd, we have Mars and Saturn retrograde. They share a sextile on that day, adding authority and power to any of our actions. So if we're going out doing something, we're going to feel even more confident in what we're doing during that time period. The universe is going to give us that extra boost of oomph that we need. Okay, you guys? All right, so let's get into your reading. So, with this whole Saturn retrograde, you guys, it's all about looking backward. It's all about maybe even reminiscing, maybe feeling bad about some of the past actions or excuse me, past words, past actions, whatever, you know what I'm saying. This is addressing those, healing those, um forgiving all of that, and how to really move forward to have more abundance in the future. Okay, so let's find out what dark areas, because everything is all about balance in the universe, right? That yin and yang, that light and dark. So a lot of us know what our light attributes are, but have you identified what some of your dark attributes are? Some that may be holding you back. That's why I did readings on past lives, to see what energies from past lives could be holding us back. And now we're looking at maybe some of the dark energy that may be holding us back as well. Remember, we're here to be our best selves. We're here to help each other move forward as a collective, right? Shine bright. Exactly. All right. So we are starting off with our water signs. We're starting with Cancer. We're going to start Cancer at 7:25. Okay, Cancer. We're starting off with the Dark Mirror tarot cards. This identifies some of the shadow sides of ourselves, okay, and how we can work on those shadow sides, like I said, and be better versions of ourselves. Holy Spirit, this is for excuse me, this is for a water signs. This is for Cancer. This is for the Cancer Collective. What oracle cards using this deck can you show us about the Cancer Collective, some of the dark mirror cards that they need to see at this time, what may they need to work on at this time in order to be better versions of themselves, Holy Spirit? What can you show the water sign of Cancer? Okay, thank you. Okay. I don't know how this card got in here. Well, I don't think there are any mistakes in that. I mean, well, there probably was a mistake, but maybe it needs to be seen at this time, right? All right, Cancer, my Krabby Patties. How you all doing? Hope everyone is doing swimmingly well. Um, this is going to be interesting. I can tell already. We're going to also take a look at this hidden card, the hidden energy card. This is forgetting oneself. That's very interesting. Who out there in our Cancer Collective is forgetting to love on themselves out there? Okay, forgetting how important they are. So we're going to take that card. Oh, and then we have Alone in the World. Wow, you guys, what the hell? All right, we're going to investigate this real quick, okay? All right, so Cancer, we've got Downcast Pride. Let me find the page and then we'll get into this. All right, my Cancers, here we go. Downcast Pride. Somebody's not looking very happy there. The moon phase for this card is a new moon, which you can barely see right there. a new moon, and this is the stage of depression. Okay, so some of our crabby patties out there are feeling a sense of depression, an energy of depression around them. If it's not you, then it's somebody in your energy, guys. It says bending to adapt becomes an excuse for the habit of bending. Ooh. Bending to adapt becomes an excuse for the habit of bending. Wow. The root of sadness and grief is deeper than the skin. The only delusion is the gray sky. Survival is a direct consequence of adaptation. We've all had to go through some sort of adaptation, right? Hmm. It says what we call adaptation is not the result of a subtle but constantly constructive change of ourselves, but rather a mockery of it as we strip day by day of our own dignity in order to avoid conflict with a world that would spread us apart. How can we endure this? Maybe through the power of responsibility. I don't know. We survive and we bend. Our knees become our wait. We survive and bend our knees because we draw out from our laziness, our fear, and disgust. We let our deepest roots go dry, replaced but why what can only be called a surge of a lack of self-esteem. We cling to vanity, but we can't afford dignity. Isn't it sad? Wow. This is deep, you guys. Some of our water collective, our cancer collective, is suffering from a lack of self love, a lack of self esteem, a lack of self acceptance, but they hide that behind material things. What I have rather than who I am. Not just who I am, but what I bring to the table spiritually. Like I'm a spiritual healer. You know what I'm saying? Brought here on a mission that so many people go by what you have and who you are, you know, what school you went to, what job you do, what car you drive. Those are all the important things for some people in our water collective, our cancer collective. This is having so much lack of self confidence and self esteem that you allow the material world, all those things that don't build your inside, that don't cradle you or nurture you. It's just, they're just things that you have. That's it. It's empty. It's shallow. You got to be able to build up that inside of you, that intestinal fortitude, that love for yourself, that love affair. You know, that we just read Aquarian energy and loving themselves from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet, basically. Their rules, their way, you know what I'm saying, their own boundaries, whatever. Self confidence to the 10th degree. And here is like negative 10, having all these things and surrounded by all these things, but not being happy. Then we have revenge, number 23. Looks like she's ready for battle, right? With this whole revenge. This reminds me of like a Five of Swords or some kind of card. I just get that feeling, that conflict, chaos type of energy from this. Moon phase is wanting gibbous, which will come after this um, full moon on June 14th. This stage is about anger, and she looks like she's ready to kick somebody's ass. Her eyes are all red and bloody. She's got two swords. She's ready to draw some blood. I'm telling you, it is time to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. Yeah, it's time to take up swords against whatever conflict and chaos and competition may be going on your side of the world. Put an end to that shit. Fight it. Fight to end it. It's not worth it. This energy is not sustainable. Always walking around angry, always in a state of conflict and chaos all the time, whether it's internally or actual fighting and chaos, arguing, whatever. Who needs that kind of energy? And then we have this card that doesn't even belong in the deck come out, and this is about limitations, building boundaries, strong enough boundaries where there's some energies, there's no trespassing here. You can't get past this threshold here. You cannot. It's all about limits and boundaries. And then in the hidden energy, and I'm not even going to get too deep into these because it's just hidden energy, but it's forgetting oneself. Somebody is forgetting oneself, who they are internally. Why? Because they're all into this vanity shit. They're all into this material stuff. They're just making head over heart decisions, and their God is wealth and abundance, material abundance. So that they're forgetting themselves, who they really are, feeling alone in the world. Yeah, absolutely. I get that. All right, so let's go ahead and all right, Cancer. This is from the Eclipse Oracle deck I got from Etsy. I have to cut this deck in half because I can't shuffle all the cards at once. All right, so Holy Spirit, using this Eclipse Oracle deck, what other messages do you have for the Cancer Collective, for the energy that's on the table at this time? What messages do you have for our Cancer Collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Cancer Collective at this time, Holy Spirit? Anything from this part of the deck that you have? I'm going to shuffle a few more times. And if not, I'll just pick up the other part. All right. Here we go. Cancer. All right, Cancer, in the hidden energy, we got whispers. The community is talking. If the community is not talking, there have been some third party involvement in whatever's going on in your life, whether that's your relationship, your job, whatever. They're meddling, they're gossiping, they're talking shit. Um, there's a lot of interference and rumors going on about the Cancer Collective right now. This is in the hidden energy. You may not even know about this right now. It may not even started yet, but this is in the energy field, guys. Be wary of that. We'll go over all the cards in just a moment. All right, Holy Spirit, using this part of the deck for the Cancer Collective, do you have any other messages for the Cancer Zodiac Collective? Any other messages using this part of the deck for our Cancer collective, please? Today's June the 12th, 2022. What messages do you have for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective, please? What messages do you have for the collective, please? Anything else? Anything else for these? Okay. All right. Okay. And then I have leap. This reminds me of the Fool card in tarot. Somebody is taking a leap of faith with even a mustard seed worth of faith. It's time for some new, baby. Take a chance, initiate. All right. Maybe the streets are whispering about you because you've taken a new leap of faith, Cancers. Wow. All right. So underneath the sort of in between the revenge card, or the that five energy card with the lady with the two swords, and the downcast pride card, I've got sacrifice. The sacrifice, relinquishing something of great personal value, forfeit, handing over, to abdicate. I just feel like some of the collective out there has given away given away their soul, basically, um, to for material items. I don't know why we keep going back there, but we do. 22:22 on the clock. Somebody relinquished something of great value, and something could have been themselves. See how this lady has this dagger and looks like she's going to stab herself in the back. Like she stabbed her own self in the freaking back because material wealth and looking good on the outside, and all that other stuff is more important to some people out there than loving yourself, sacrificing your soul for the money. Under that, I've got fulfillment. That's how somebody feels like they attain fulfillment, is that way, by sacrificing themselves, their belief systems, whatever, because it feeds them in a different sort of way. Money may feed people in a different way, that financial security. So they rather give away their soul for the fulfillment of having all the things that they need and always wished for. Just peace of mind, but I don't know, maybe for some it does bring peace of mind. Maybe not having to worry about finances and stuff like that, marrying for money and being with a partner for money. It works for some people. Feel I feel like maybe somebody had an issue with their limits, with their boundaries, right? And has an attachment to them, whether that's drugs, alcohol, sex, a karmic partner, whatever. They have some sort of low vibing attachment that brings them down, that brings them down, like vibrationally, placing the needs of others above self. Yeah, right. Relinquishing something of great importance, that important one being yourself. Dependence or codependency, people pleasing, um, placing the needs of others above yourself. Wow, which hinder personal as well as spiritual growth. You cannot grow in this type of energy, but limits and boundaries may be a factor here. Then we've got the glitter card that landed between negative attachment as well as the revenge card, which is the number 5 card. You've got glitter, external appearances or environment, outward mask, vanity, ego. Somebody's operating on vanity and ego, wealth, money, status, cloud chasing. What is up with that, Cancers? Somebody is in a state of self-deception right now, lying to themselves, not being true to themselves, lying to other people, not being true to other people. It's just a lie, it's just a big lie, wearing a mask. These old masks used to be worn in Italy long eons and centuries ago by the doctors, and they thought if they stuffed the nose of this mask with different herbs and spices, that they wouldn't catch the diseases that they were helping their patients with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But this is like a disease, basically. Wearing a mask, people pleasing, putting other wants before yours, letting other people influence you and your ideas. That's bull, man. Wearing a mask. And right under self-deception is the authenticity card, y'all. Right under the self-deception landed the authenticity card. Now you tell me spirit doesn't let the cards fall where they're supposed to fall. Somebody's having a battle between good and evil right now, being their authentic self and being this deceptive ass mofo. This is all about revealing your internal truths, taking off the mask, and involving your feelings and your thoughts, expressing them. This is the opposite of that. This is that moon ass energy, that sex lies and videotape shit. This is about being real. This is when the sun comes out and exposes that fucking moon energy right there. Somebody's battling this shit, which makes them guarded. Which makes them guarded. Closed off, holding back, cautious. They have this attachment on them. They have this attachment on them. Most attachments are not positive. Maybe that's where this interference came from, or the rumors, or the gossip. Holy Spirit, this is the Z Nation Tarot. Holy Spirit, this is for the Cancer Collective, our water signs. What can you give us a few tarot messages for this water sign of Cancer with the energy that's already on the table, please? Can you give us some insight into the energy already on the table for the Cancer Collective, please? All right, that's enough. This may have something to do with the Two of Cups situation. right? Maybe somebody couldn't be their authentic self in a two of cup situation. Or maybe this is in the hidden energy, so maybe this is a two of cups that hasn't even happened yet. Damn, cards. All right. Starting on the left hand side, the Ace of Wands came out. Ace of Wands is the spark of a new idea, new wants, desires, manifestations. Hmm. Wands are all about fire. That Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And what we got here? We got it landed on the Revenge card. It's the Nine of Pentacles. Good grief. What's up, guys? So this is the Nine of Pentacles. So at the top of the heap, this is somebody very bountiful, somebody abundant in their own right, on their own, abundant in many different ways, not just financially. She's a beautiful zombie. She's wearing an expensive Vera Wang gown during the zombie apocalypse, and her pearls on. Eight of Wands. Somebody just, wanting to communicate. Maybe fast communication of some type. Hopefully not with somebody with a hammer. Looking crazy like he does. What else? Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune has spun or is spinning. See this wheel right here? The wheel is spinning on your behalf, Cancers. So when the wheel spins, either you're at the top or you're at the bottom of the wheel, the karmic wheel that spins. Good fortune or bad fortune. I see an Ace of Cups, new love, or the spark of new love. That could be your good karma, right? Two of Wands, making the right decision, which direction to go in, making wise, intuitive decisions, possibly towards this Ace of Cups situation. Because on your own, you're the Nine of Pentacles, or somebody looks at you as the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so what fell over here? On this attachment, this codependency, people pleasing, all that glitters is not gold shit. Not having any boundaries is the Four of Swords. Maybe somebody's ill right now, or somebody's recuperating from an illness, or maybe somebody's in recovery. Maybe they just really need to meditate and take a break away from everything, or maybe they're actually in recovery. Maybe they have addictions that maybe they're trying to get some help with. because it landed on the attachments, and the attachments are pretty negative. King of Swords. King of Swords, that's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn energy. Whoever this King of Swords is, and on the glitter card, wearing a mask. This King of Swords may be wearing a mask. Whoever this could be, an air sign or Ten of Pentacles. That Ten of Pentacles kind of landed on the guarded card. And holding back from everybody. Ten of Pentacles is the end of a cycle for you, right? Maybe you're closing a cycle on this Ten of Pentacles situation, or what you consider a Ten of Pentacles situation. It's starting anew, or maybe you're going towards the Ten of Pentacles, the epitome of what you feel is successful for you or abundant for you. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. This Seven of Swords is an energy that can't be trusted. It's all about trickery, foolery, somebody not to be trusted, somebody who um, is about self deception and deception, period. Seven of Swords. Somebody who probably does have negative attachments, and that you need to stay away from. We have Four of Wands. Maybe somebody's feeling this way because this is about a Four of Wands situation. Four of Wands is all about, it's the commitment card. It's the 1111 card. It's the soulmate card. Divine, um, a divine union card. Maybe this zombie's looking this way because maybe um, he's looking for or lost the other 11 in his life. And then lastly, you've got committed, the Eight of Pentacles, committed to whatever you're working on, whatever you're looking at, whatever you're doing in your life, being committed to that. So maybe you're looking at maybe you're wondering if in this relationship, this commitment, if you make a commitment, will you be betrayed with that Seven of Swords type of energy? Because you seem committed to it. I'm not sure what this is. So this Four of Wands and this Eight of Pentacles means that you're ready to put the work in. I don't know if somebody was deceitful or did some fuck shit. I'm not sure. Or if you're worried that it's going to happen with the Seven of Swords being here, I don't know. Maybe because you have 10 Pentacles. I don't, maybe. Or maybe you're closing a cycle on this Ten of Pentacles situation because somebody did betray you, Cancer, and it could have been somebody you were committed with, and that's why they're looking this way. It was a marriage or a commitment, and there was something happened that betrayed your trust or confidence in that relationship. I'm not sure. But we're going to close it off there. Thank you, Cancer. We're going to put this on hold and then we're going to go to our Scorpios. All right, you guys? Thank you, Cancers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. All right? Light in me honors the light in you, Scorpios. Thank you. All right, all right, all right. It is time for our Scorpio Collective. What is going on, my beautiful Scorpios? All right, so we're going to try to get some dark shadow messages. This could help you work on some things that are in your shadow side, that that need to be worked on, need to be healed, need to be talked about, whatever, so you can get unstuck if you're feeling stuck and move forward. Right, exactly. So let's see what Holy Spirit is going to tell us for our Scorpio collective today. This is to help us harness all of the positive things about Saturn retrograde, being able to come forward, being able to be direct, being able to resolve or heal some things, being able to move forward in our lives. Am I right? Yeah, it's all about growth and expansion. So, Holy Spirit, what dark shadow cards or dark mirror cards do you have to show the Scorpio collective that they may need to take a look at, work on, talk about, whatever the case may be that may be hindering them from moving forward, or being balanced, their yin and their yang? Hmm. All right, I'm going to shuffle these again. I don't know if these cards came out for my mistake or if they were supposed to come out. Remember the peaceful among thorns and fated to suffer. Let's see. All right, let's try this one more time, Holy Spirit. It just didn't feel right. Can you give us two dark shadow cards? Right. One more shadow card, please, for the Scorpio collective, please. One more dark shadow or dark mirror card for the Scorpio collective. All right, in the hidden energy, Scorpio, I have today for tomorrow. This is giving me all types of Gemini vibe, the twins or that whole 1111 type of vibe. Yeah, just, or duality, something about duality. But when this is added, this becomes a five. So this might be, fives in tarot are all about that, conflicted type of chaotic energy. So we'll see in a minute what this means. Here's my book. All right, we've got the Temple of My Body, number 2. I'll show it to you in just a second. Here you go, Scorpio Collective. You could look at that. She's got claws. She looks beautiful, but she has claws. So what does this mean? Um, this moon phase pertains to the first quarter of the moon phase, or the first quarter of the month. And this is the stage or the feeling or energy of depression. I feel I am not worth enough. That is the whole embodiment of the card. I feel like I am not worth enough. This is a succubus like creature, which is a low level female demon that uses sex or sex magic to get what she wants. All right. um, She's a succubus-like creature with claws resembling nails, holding a very thin silver chain, and the pendant on it appears like a crimson tear of blood. Now, I know in some readings recently, we have pulled, like in my Tea with Tea, we have pulled the succubus card several times, and this is coming out again. Yeah, so This card is about the darkness in your body. Cultures can make us take distance from what is our corporality. So many religions and customs, for instance, demonize sex in many different ways, lacing it with guilt, or an assassin could lace food, as an assassin could lace food with poison. On the other side, we are collaborators in cheapening our bodies, hiding it, being ashamed of it, selling it, giving it away for nothing. It happens when we accept an abusive relationship, when we refuse to respect the body of another, or more simply, when we do things like being too lazy to eat healthily. Our body is a temple; it cannot be defiled. We could take a shower, raise our chin, feel proud. It is our body, ours. And we can take that body back if we feel like, that body, we're feeling cheap or cheapened, or we're feeling like ashamed that we're giving our body away for nothing. You always have command over your body to take it back and demand more. Because the more people that you lay down with, the more people that you have sexual relationships with, the more soul ties you create with those people. And you do not want to walk around with a bunch of soul ties with random people who mean nothing to you. It lowers your vibration. Then we have Bride in a Cage, number 21. This is a waning crescent moon, which will come sometime after the full moon that's coming up on June 14th. This is all about denial. Tomorrow will be the right moment. Tomorrow will be better, even if today is hell. This mannequin of a zombie is wearing a wedding dress. Everything is put off till tomorrow. So as you can see, she's a bride after she's dead. This is putting off anything of importance in your life, anything that means anything to you, putting it off till tomorrow, fixing things until tomorrow, chasing things not until tomorrow. All right. It can be a vicious cycle that you're in. Everything gets referred to tomorrow. The future should not feel like a cage, or what we want for the future should not feel like a cage. Not even a gilded, wonderful, handmade designer cage. The future is a tree. It's all gnarled. It's rough to the touch. It's full of flowers only in spring. It's dense and it's damp through the rain. It's absolutely imperfect, just like we are. If you're walking around here trying to be perfect and having the perfect life, but you're still deferring everything until tomorrow, making it look like things are happening now, then the spirit calling you out on that shit. Today for tomorrow, and this is in the hidden energy. Today for tomorrow. Why not do today what you're referring to tomorrow? Do it today, not tomorrow. Do it today, not tomorrow. Kind of reminds me of this in the hidden energy. Reminds me of this energy we just talked about. This is a full moon phase, or we're coming on a full moon on the 14th. This is all about the stage of acceptance. Hope is in the present. It's the brick we use to build the future on. All right. These are twins, uh, under the moon, under the wind, standing at the top of some stairs. I want it some, I want it later, gently. They keep teetering back and forth between what we just talked about. Be firm in your decision making. The present and the future are one single integrated connection. There is no choice because the road is only one. What we are today and what we are tomorrow may be different, but it is the same person. All right? Yeah. Do the unexpected. Choose today and don't defer till tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised. All right. This is the Eclipse deck. I got this on Etsy. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna pour my tea. I got this deck on Etsy. I'm drinking some jasmine, not jasmine, but lavender, some lavender honey tea. Doing these readings, so bear with me, guys. All right, so this is the Eclipse Oracle deck I got from Etsy, and these are pretty on point as far as the messages so far that I've seen. So, Holy Spirit using this part of the deck. This is a big deck, so I have to split them in two. This part of the deck, Holy Spirit, what messages can you give for our Scorpios with the energy that's already on the table? What can you show us or tell us? I'm going to put this hidden energy down here too. What information can you show us or tell us using this part of the deck for our Scorpio gang? Saw a card turn over. What else you got, Holy Spirit? Anything else using this part of the deck? All right, I'm going to grab the other. I'm seeing this card a lot for the collectives. Leap. A lot of people are choosing to leap, even with that green granule of faith. They're taking that leap of faith. They're taking the fool's journey. People are they're they're not playing. They're taking the fool's journey. New adventures. What do you got for me, Spirit? After the last 2 years, I trust you. What do you got for me? Using the other part of the deck. Using this part of the deck, Holy Spirit, what other messages may you have for the Scorpio collective? What do you have for the Scorpio collective? What do they need to know, need to know, see, or hear today? All right, I think that's quite enough. We do have trickery. There's some bug shit going on there, Scorpio. And somebody's in the shadows, hoping to be undetected, trying to camouflage themselves, being secretive, creating illusions, being a sneaky link. Mm-hmm. Right, so that's in the hidden energy, guys. What else do we have here? All right, so we saw, right, so under the temple of my own body, this succubus type of low level female demon who uses sex or sex magic to get what she wants um, has definitely depleted somebody in the Scorpio collective. Somebody has been severely depleted, like this old gas station, this old gas tank from 1950. There's nothing left. It does not work anymore. Somebody has been depleted, sucked dry, mind, body, or spirit, or maybe their pocketbook by a succubus energy who used lust, their body, their looks, their big booty, and a smile to deplete maybe some folks in the Scorpio collective out of something, whether it was your time, your energy, your money, whatever. Whatever it was, this situation was very fleeting, short lived, quick. Somebody got what they wanted and then they bounced up out of here. This bride in a cage got what they needed, what they wanted. Maybe this succubus type of energy, they bounce. It was a goal in mind to deplete this energy right here. Take whatever they can, get their hands on as fast as possible, and get the fuck up out of there. Under this today for tomorrow, this twin card, this full moon card, maybe under a full moon, maybe a previous full moon, or maybe this full moon coming up, June 14th. Maybe some information will be heard, seen, shown, learning, researching, analyzing, taking a closer look into, investigating, scrutinizing. Maybe somebody finally the light bulb went off to take a closer look at some of the energies in their lives, especially the ones that we're trying to deplete them of whatever they have worked hard for. I don't care if it's even peace of mind. You work hard to get peace of mind, right? I don't care what it is, finances, whatever. You worked hard for that shit. And for somebody to just come in and take that shit, that's Somebody's in a state of self-deception, fooling themselves, them around you, wearing a mask. That whole moon energy, that sex lives and videotape shit, hiding shit, lying, right? Escapism, using drugs, sex, whatever, alcohol to numb any feelings, accepting what is false as true. Somebody accepted something false as true and got burned, depleted. Now they're depleted. Now this person has disappeared like the wind. Now this person's trying to get information about this succubus energy that sucked them dry in whatever way. And like we saw in the hidden energy, there was certainly trickery used. This chameleon, whoever this succubus was, came in as this chameleon and disguised themselves as something, got what they needed, used that sexual magic on somebody, got what they needed, and they bounced. All right. They decided to take a total new leap somewhere else. And this, whoever else is left behind, has been depleted. Now they're trying to get additional information on this energy, and they literally are obsessed about it. Obsession. They're literally obsessed about finding out who duped them, who robbed them, who depleted their finances, who depleted their emotions, whatever. Well, Scorpio, if this is you, my heart goes out to you, or the collective supports you and sends you healing energy. Holy Spirit, this is for the Scorpio collective. What other messages would you like to add to the energy that's already on the table for the Scorpio clan, the Scorpio collective? What other messages would you like to show at this time? What Scorpio may be dealing with at this time? What is Scorpio dealing with at this time, please? What is Scorpio dealing with at this time? Holy Spirit, can you show us and tell us? Anything else, Holy Spirit? We just needed a few cards. Okay. Right, so we have a five of swords in reverse. You know, five of swords upright is all about conflict and chaos, right? That low vibing energy that keeps you stuck in that lower vibration. There's always conflict, there's always chaos, there's always competition, there's always some bullshit going on. This is in the reverse. Somebody either reversing that energy and getting away from that energy, right? Or wishing they had not caused this type of energy. Okay, so let's take a closer look. Right. Oh, wow. Oh, shit, man. All right. Under the temple of my body, which is the succubus female demon card, and the depletion card, we've got the two of cups in reverse. So somebody thought that they were getting a two of cups, equal cups of love. I love you too. Let's do this. Okay. Right. And what they got was the opposite reverse. Somebody who didn't care about them at all. They wanted something from them in the succubus energy. So the succubus used sexual energy, sexual magic to deplete this energy, and it always was the two of cups in the reverse. But maybe somebody thought that they found their two of cups upright, and it turned out to be a complete bullshit story. This low level demon took them for everything. Right, in a cage, we've got Queen of Pentacles crossing. hmm Crossing energy is very, very strong energy. So somebody is a Queen of Pentacles in this scenario, Scorpios. I don't know if it's you or somebody else in your energy. They're crossing the bride in a cage. The person who always defers to tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll chase after it tomorrow. I'll apologize tomorrow. Whatever. Was it this Queen of Pentacles? Or yeah. And then under the fleeting card, or between the fleeting card, well, the fleeting card and the Knight of Swords, we have the Fool card, taking that leap of faith, starting over at zero, a new journey, closing out old cycles, a new journey. And in the hidden energy of the other deck, we have leap, taking a leap. So this is double confirmed that somebody took a new leap somewhere else after depleting somebody out of something. This Knight of Swords wants, this knight would like to communicate this truth with the swords to this king of, to this king of pentacles. It could be male or female gender, it doesn't matter gender. Whoever's in that energy. I know I'm a Gemini, I'm male energy, so um in reference to also getting information about, learning more about this person who did them dirty. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe this King of Pentacles wants to get together with this Queen of Pentacles to try to, who may be a twin or maybe a Gemini or something like that, to find out more information about this succubus. Let's see. I keep seeing this card come out a lot. This is the Strength card. Somebody wanting to be strong, needing to be strong at this time. Because of this self deception, they fooled themselves as well. Not only did the succubus energy fool them or use the sex magic that they used to coerce this person in order to get what they wanted, this person was under a lot of self deception because, I don't know, because maybe because they were using escapism, maybe they didn't see things or whatever. And then we've got four. This has to do with an emperor energy. This self deception has to do with an emperor energy. So an emperor is dealing with self deception, not being able to see things for what they were very clearly. Now they're trying to find out more information about this succubus uh, energy that performed some sort of sex magic and depleted them of whatever they had. Trying to find information. They were in self deception, um, trying to remain strong. Ace of Wands. Um, yeah, so maybe they can have this new start after all this has gone down, after they lost their, what they thought was their Two of Cups and been depleted. Maybe they only, maybe they just have a spark of an idea of how to move forward. I don't know what this means exactly, but this is an Ace of Wands. Maybe they're trying to manifest something. Um, Maybe they're trying to manifest some information about this trickster here. Wow. Yeah. What is that? Well, Scorpio, if this is your energy, we send you love and light, and we support you as a collective, and we lift you up. It sounds like somebody's going through a really difficult time right now. It sounds like somebody might have gotten bamboozled a little bit in the Scorpio collective. They, the lust got them. The big booty and a smile got them. The sex magic got to somebody, and they got taken advantage of, unfortunately. Now, and that they created their own self deception here, in this whole scenario. Now they're trying to figure out what happened, who did it, and all this other stuff. So, we wish you well on your journey to find out who this thief or this deceitful succubus energy is. We wish you well, Scorpios. Take care. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. All right, all right, all right. What is up, my Pisces collective? My last water sign of the day. Hello, Pisces. The last of the zodiac sign, the Pisces sign, is number 12. Our fishies. Yes, our little Nemos. All right, so at the beginning of the video, I was talking to you about Saturn retrograde. If you missed that part and just skipped ahead, you may want to go back to that. That explains Saturn retrograde. We just got out of Mercury retrograde June 3rd. And then I believe June 4th or June 5th, Saturn retrograde started, and that lasts for 5 full months. It doesn't end until October the 22nd. All right. Um, and this is the retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, our water bearers. So I don't know if any of you have Aquarius in your chart anywhere. Um, but this is a time during this retrograde when we identify some things in our shadow side. Everybody has that yin and the yang, the light and the dark, right? It's all about balance for the universe. So, if you have things in your shadow node, sorry, your south node, there may be things in your south node that still need to be worked on, need to be healed, need to be, um, forgiven, whatever the case may be, that still need to be worked on. So these cards are the dark mirror that, oh snap, the dark mirror, which can identify some of those things in your south node or your dark shadow side that could be worked on during this retrograde in order to flow into 2023, um, living your best life, being your highest self. All right, Pisces. So Holy Spirit, we're tapping in and tuning in to our Pisces collective, our fish of the sea. What dark mirror cards does the Pisces collective need to see at this time? We just need a few of these, Holy Spirit. Just need a few. What um oh, what shadow card does the Pisces collective need to see? Maybe to work on, identify, whatever the case may be, Holy Spirit, so they can live their best life, just like you put them here to do. I did see one was turned over in the deck. Can you give me one? Okay, thank you. Pisces. All right, Pisces, in your energy, we've got fragmentation. Somebody out there may be feeling very fragmented, mind, body, or spirit. All right, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. What do we have here on the table? Ooh, damn, this is some pretty dark energy there, Pisces. What's going on in your universe, man? What's going on? All right, so let's dig a little deeper, guys. We have addicted, which is number 11. And that's so funny because I saw on the clock today, I kept seeing, 1111 or 111. And this is an 11 card. This is about having addictions. What's going on, my Pisces crew? There you go. Looks kind of scary, right? Yeah. Feeling some knives in your back. Maybe this got a monkey on your back you can't get rid of. Can't handle this addiction, whatever you're addicted to yourself. All right. So the moon phase on here is a waxing crescent. All right. So just pay attention to the moon phases. All right. We're about to go into a full moon beginning on the 14th, June 14th. This is a feeling or energy of depression, you guys. So please be aware of that. It's not about choosing the chains, it's about choosing them again and again. Oh my goodness. That's pretty deep. I don't know if y'all heard me, y'all. That just hit my soul like all right, listen up. It's not about choosing the chains, it's about choosing them again and again and again. Freedom was the worst of lies. I could have been a slaver or a slave, but I chose the latter. You chose to be a slave to whatever addiction that you've got going on, Pisces collective. Are you addicted to drugs? Are you addicted to love? Are you addicted to company or outside external approval or affirmations from external people? Are you addicted to evil, to pain, to dwelling in pain, dwelling in trauma? Slavery is a much cleaner choice. If you give it all away at the beginning, how can they take that away from you? This is somebody that's feeling stripped, naked, whipped, abused, broken by their addictions. And next we have anger and chains. Anger and chains, Pisces collective. The moon cycle on here is waning crescent. This is the anger stage, the anger energy. Force channeled outside, unreasonable, undirected, but powerful. I've got to break free. I want to be free, is the message of this card. Is this that person that's trying to break free from those addictive behaviors, those bad decisions? Anger is not the road to clarity. It's not a controlled effort or a cold dish. It is raw, primal, explosive. It is the loss of reason, the loss of restraint, a bomb burning bright in black color, a wax seal carefully crafted to be immediately broken. But anger is also freedom. How can you break a single thread woven with a million others? How can you unfetter yourself from a bad situation, letting all the rest unchained? You can target, but you cannot choose. Break, break many to break one. Save one to save many. Maybe that does go hand in hand with this addiction card. Save one to save many. Save yourself. Put that oxygen mask on yourself first and foremost. If you're the one with these addictive personality or addictions that you're dealing with, oxygen mask goes on yourself first. You can't help anyone else or save anyone else if you're not covered first. If you're not okay first. And then lastly, we have Masquerade. Hold on for a second. All right, Pisces. Lastly, we have Masquerade. The moon phase is wanting gibbous moon. This is the stage of bargaining. What I can't have forever, I will have for a minute. What I can't have for a minute, I will hold on. I will hold to me for 1 second. Under the guise of Cupid, I will come to you. Under the guise of a thief, I will fly away. Oh my God. This just reminded me of your fellow water sign Scorpios reading, dealing with a thief, a succubus type of energy, fleeting, gone in the night. Yes. There is often guilt in taking the mask of Don Juan or Don Juana. The seducer is not a master of love, neither of manipulation. He is the master of the ephemeral, of what is fleeting and brief and transient to the extreme. He is the master of the moment. and as such, he forgot all other kind of eternity. This is guilt if you care, because you are not building, because you are not building. There is guilt out of loss because you're not treasuring. There is guilt out of indifference because when you don't care, you cheat yourself of meaning and value. And sometimes there is guilt in selflessness, right? Interesting. And then in the hidden energy, we had fragmentation. Wow, damn, Pisces, what the hell going on here? All right. So let's get, this is the Eclipse Oracle deck that I got. Let's see if we can delve a little bit more into what's going on in the Pisces world. Holy Spirit, I had to split the deck up because it's too thick to shuffle. So I split it in two. Holy Spirit, this is for our Pisces collective. What is going on? Whoa. Somebody doesn't want to talk. What's going on in the Pisces world, in the Pisces energy right now, with the feelings, the energy that's already on the table? Can you give us more insight into what's going on with the Pisces collective, Holy Spirit? What is going on with the Pisces collective? Can you show us what's going on with the Pisces collective, Holy Spirit? Why are they feeling these feelings, this addicted, this. I don't know. I just kind of feel like I didn't shuffle that right. So we got the conflict card and we got the synergy card. So if they come back out again, they were meant to come out. If not, it was just me shuffling. I'm not the girl at greatest shuffler. All right, Holy Spirit, what energy can you show us from this deck? Can you please show us for Pisces the energy that we need to see for Pisces for this addicted, this anger and chains, this masquerade? What is that all about? All right, so that's enough with this part. I've got pressure in the hidden energy, feeling weighed down, emotionally or mentally burdened with duties, obligations, accountability, responsibility. It sounds like the Ten of Wands card in tarot, feeling overburdened by something. Excuse me. For the Pisces collective using this part of the deck, Holy Spirit, what other messages can you show us that the Pisces collective may need to see at this time? Anything else? Anything else, Holy Spirit, using this part of the deck? I saw this card come out. What else does the Pisces collective need to know? All right. In the hidden energy, we've got information that's learning, researching, analyzing, taking a closer look at, investigating, and scrutinizing some type of information, my Pisces folks. All right, so under the addicted card, we've got roots. We have a tree, and it's about roots. It's about foundations being having your roots deeply embedded, so that no matter, even if a hurricane comes, and rattles the tree, and the tree shaking back and forth, it's not going to topple, it's not going to fall. This is having that intestinal fortitude. Those roots could also pertain to ancestors as well, right? But this is fell under the addicted, so maybe somebody feels unrooted, maybe they don't feel grounded because of these addictions that they may be dealing with at this time. Maybe they need to find something that will help them feel more deeply rooted in order to tackle this. Then we've got the self love card, which is pointing towards the roots, and the addicted card, integration of different parts of oneself, regard for one's own well being and happiness, unconditional love for yourself, appreciation, being supportive, spiritual growth, self love. It all starts here. It's an inside job first and foremost. It's all about self love, you guys. Because if you don't have self love, the addictions that we have through life are just a way to numb the pain, cover it some kind of way, not deal with it, or just have a crutch to lean on because we don't have self love. And sometimes we are destructive with our addictions because we really do have that self loathing, that self hatred. This anger and chains card, maybe the anger is fleeting and short lived and quick when it comes, but it's still a problem. This anger, this addiction is keeping somebody in chains. Somebody needs more discernment and some more inner knowing, seeing the true nature of something or a situation, using their intuition more, right? Somebody needs to definitely tap into their intuition, their third eye, guidance from the divine. Masquerade, we've got the truth. Having that wisdom, integrity, speaking your truth, candor, openness, honesty, clear, direct, all about that air energy, that Gemini Libra, that Aquarius energy of intellectual and analytical thought, and clear, concise, transparent communication. Can't have mask. You can't be wearing mask at the masquerade if you're being your authentic, true self. Who knows? It might be have something to do with your sexual proclivity. Maybe being truthful about your sexual um, desire, right? Your sexuality. You could be this man with this rose, in touch with his feminine side. Your angels, your guardians, your ancestors are all giving you guidance and protection. This is all about your guides and guidance, Pisces. Listening to that internal voice of discernment in order to hear your guides. Because if you don't use your discernment, your intuition, if you don't trust it, then you can't hear your guides and your angels, your spirit team trying to communicate or give you downloads. Part of you is closed off. You see how this man has his eyes closed, but a spiritually awakened person has their eyes wide open. It's all about self love, baby, and being rooted in yourself, being rooted in the truth, speaking your truth, all that. Maybe that will help you not feel so burdened, overly burdened, that pressure that you feel. Holy Spirit, using tarot, do you have a few cards you can show us that can clarify the energy on the table for our Pisces collective? Do you have any other cards that you would like to show us about the Pisces collective and the energy on the table, Holy Spirit? Mm. What can you show us about the energy on the table, Holy Spirit, using tarot? Whoa. Okay, that's it. I see Two of Wands and the hidden energy. Two of Wands is just really trying to make that decision based off of that what you're tapped into spiritually, trying to make that wise decision. All right, what do we got here? All right, let's start over here. Got a Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is the reap what you sow card. What you put in, you get out. Good, bad, whatever is what you get back. In between the roots card and the self-love card, we got the Four Swords in recovery. I mean, in reverse. Why did I say in recovery? Maybe somebody's in recovery. Hmm. All right, so this is in the reverse. Maybe that's somebody refusing to rest and recovery. Maybe somebody overworking, not paying attention to their body, not maybe not admitting that they need to go to recovery, possibly. We did see the addicted card here, didn't we? And this is in the same. This fell in between the self love and the roots. So somebody's has not made up their mind about this whole recovery thing or rehab thing. Okay, we've got Eight of Swords on its reverse on its ass. Eight of Swords is feeling mentally conflicted and totally all these voices in your head. This may be finally coming out of that feeling of like I'm feel completely stuck because of all the voices in my head. I don't know which way to move. I don't know which way to go. We have three of wands in reverse. Three of wands. Somebody. This is like a lack of progress being made. There's no ships coming in. There's no um, hoping out the window, waiting for your ships to come in. This is no progress being made at all. This came under masquerade. I just feel like somebody's masquerading their sexuality here. And then I feel like they're not making any progress. Like something's not getting fulfilled here, not coming in. This is the Wheel of Fortune. See the wheel around them, the Wheel of Fortune when it spins. If you're at the top of the wheel, that's good fortune for you. You know, how you've lived your life. Holy Spirit saying you went out there with good intent. You spread love. You were a light like you should be when you went out and encountered others. Um, you shared your spirituality with other people. You're on the other side at the bottom. You may be receiving very unfortunate or what's called bad karma. Good karma is dharma. Bad karma you may be getting if you're on the downside of that. And that was in the crossing situation. So it's like the wheel is like in the process of spinning. It feels like we got Eight of Wands here. Eight of Wands in the crossing. Wanting somebody wanting to really communicate, swift communication, somebody wanting to reach out in some kind of way. It landed on the guides, angels, guardians, ancestors, guidance. It just, we've got Ten of Pentacles on there. Either the closing out of a cycle for this Ten of Pentacles, or you being able to um, achieve this Ten of Pentacles, which in our society would be the pinnacle of abundance, you know, financially or however else. I feel like your angels, your spirit team had something to do with this. Wheel of Fortune turning. I think they're just kind of protecting you from this sort of somebody wanting to reach out and touch you. I think they're kind of protecting you from that. I don't know how I went all the way around there, but anyway, right here, we had the fleeting, then we had the Eight of Swords in reverse. Maybe somebody not feeling so screwed up in the mind. Then we've got Ace of Wands, which is a new, brand new start. Could be a spark of a new abundance, something new about to happen. Um, Maybe new discernment in the situation because it landed on the discernment card. Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords, somebody wanting to communicate. Knight energy, though. Knight energy wanting to communicate. Maybe they want to communicate about what spirit, their intuition has told them, you know, about the situation. I don't know. Um, literally have the star in reverse. This is Aquarius energy, star in reverse, guys. This is going through hell and back, taking the divine's hand while you go through this dark night of the soul or whatever, this hell after the tower falls, and trust spirit to get you through the healing process. That the star upright is being healed, and leaning on Holy Spirit. This is unhealed, an unhealed energy, an unhealed spirit. Yeah, This unhealed spirit is this emperor energy. They're walking around completely unhealed, reversed star energy. This one that falls under the anger and chains card. Oops. Yeah. Somebody is refusing to heal their wounds, possible childhood wounds. This emperor is refusing to heal. Yep. Refusing to heal. And then over here we've got a Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight energy. So a Knight energy not wanting to approach you or not able to approach you with a cup of love or a cup of emotion. Blocked probably by your guides and your spirits and all the other good stuff. Don't let them in. Because as we saw in the hidden energy, the hidden energy for the dark mirror was somebody feeling very fragmented. We want wholeness. We're in the process of making ourselves whole. We don't need somebody fragmented in our lives. Somebody that we feel like we need to help fix or help get their shit together. No, we're done with that. All right, well, I don't know if this resonated with anybody or if this helped anybody, but this is the message that I have for my Pisces collective. All right, you guys. All right, my water signs. Until we meet again, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button, y'all. I love you guys. Take care and God bless. Thank you.